Hello, everyone. Welcome to another assessment for the LUMP students who are aspiring for their CAA come October. So we shall continue with our pattern or syndrome differentiation. And for today, we shall focus on differentiation of patterns according to pathogenic factor or the CHG. Let's call on Sir Mark. Good afternoon, Sir Mark. Are you ready?
Yes, po, good afternoon po, Doc.
Okay. What are the six pathogenic factors?
The six pathogenic factors, first is wind, fence, cold, fan, heat and fire, dampness, dryness, summer heat.
Great. So these are the six pathogenic factors that cause disease, no? How do pathogenic factors enter the body?
Other pa, uh, po, able, po,
Medyo maingay.
sa akin, Doc, yung ano po, harmful energy that disturb the body balance, leading to conditions like imbalance in chi flow.
Okay. So how do they enter the body? There are actually three routes via
Yes
the
po,
skin, the mouth.
wind, yes.
Okay, the pathogenic factors will enter via the skin, the mouth, and the nose.
And
That's why you have to make sure your skin is okay, no? Walang mga breaks, walang ulcerations. So what happens eventually to the pathogenic factors after penetrating through the skin, the mouth, and the nose?
sa akin po, factors like wind, cold, dampness, heat, dryness, and summer heat can invade the body and cause diseases.
Okay, they get to the interior. Pumapasok sila. A very good practitioner will not allow that to happen. Diba? So if you caught the pathogenic factor externally, you should not allow it to get in. What are the types of invasion or attack?
Sa akin po, Doc, is factor that attack the body or different levels. Some invades externally, superficial, causing symptoms like chills or fever, while other go deeper into the body. The interior external invasions can be categorized by factor like wind, cold, heat, dampness, dryness, and summer heat.
Very good. What is B syndrome? What
B,
causes B?
B syndromes, also called painful obstruction syndromes, involves pain, stiffness, and numbness in the joints, often due to the blockage caused by a factor like wind, cold, dampness, or heat.
Very good. So these are the three pathogenic factors that bring about P or painful obstruction syndrome. Wind, cold, damp. What about stroke? What are the pathogenic factors for stroke?
The pathogenic stroke is wind stroke. The diagnosis is based on a comprehensive evaluations that identify the interplay of various pathogenic factors, including wind, phlegm, blood stasis, and deficiency.
Okay. Another one would be cold, and the third one would be summer heat. I think this is very common, heat stroke. What about skin?
Skin is considered an exterior organ like to the lungs and move especially to Wei Qi. The protecting energy it seems as a barrier. Skin disease often reflect imbalance in internal organ, the inability of Wei Qi to fight external pathogens like wind, heat, and dampness.
Okay, and fire. Okay. What are the organs attacked by the pathogenic factors?
Organ po.
Mm-mm.
Sa akin po yung stroke diagnosis, wind tends to attack the liver, while in conditions like B syndromes, external pathogens may target the meridians.
Mm-hmm.
Thus, pathogens like wind, cold, dampness, and heat can attack specific organs if the body defenses are weak.
Okay, one example would be wind water. It will attack the lung. That's why if the face of the patient becomes so engorged or swollen, it could probably due to attack by wind water. Cold stroke naman, this will definitely affect your spleen and stomach. So you'll have epigastric pain. You can even have issues with your spleen, no? Or abdominal pain. Summer heat damp, it will affect the pericardium. Cool dryness would be the lung. Warm dryness, also the lung. What are the types of wind pathologies?
Wind pathologies, wind is characterized and sudden onset. There are different types of wind pathologies: wind heat, wind cold, wind damp, wind phlegm, wind damp heat, river wind, internal wind. Wind can be either external like wind invasions or internal, leading to conditions that affect the body in unique ways.
Okay, so we have listed them down here. Wind attack, wind bee, wind water, wind stroke, urticaria, and tetanus. What are the symptoms, the key symptoms for wind?
External wind, wind cold, wind heat, wind damp occurs when wind invades from the outside, often affecting respiratory and immune system. With cold symptoms, chills more than fever, stiff neck and body aching, headaches, no sweating, wind heat, fever more than chills and sore throat, red eyes, yellow or thick, motion sweating, floating and rapid pulse.
Okay. What are the core characteristics of wind? Or how do you
Uh,
differentiate this pathogenic factor from the others? Immediately you would know, this is wind. Di ba there are
uh,
same? Okay, so ito yung core characteristics of wind. What are they?
Characteristic since sudden onset or rapid change symptoms appear suddenly, change quickly, colds, allergy, rashes, dizziness, itching, wandering, yun po, Doc.
Yes, good. Okay, let's discuss in detail the wind pathologies. So earlier we have discussed the wind pathologies, so let's discuss each in detail. Let's start with wind attack.
Uh, invade the body, external or arise internally due to organ imbalances, particularly ito, related to the liver. Wind is characterized by movement, sudden onset, and rapid change, often affecting the skin, respiratory system, and nervous system.
Okay. Wind B will attack the joint. Wind water will invade the lung and affects ability to regulate water. That's why the face of the patient would look very swollen. Urticaria or hives will affect the chi and blood under the skin. So these are called moving skin issues. For tetanus, we have rigidity, convulsions, and spasm. What are the types of cold pathology?
Cold is a yin pathogenic factor, slow down circulations, constrict movement, and deplete. Young energy it can invade the body externally and or arise internally due to the weakened yang. Cold is often associated with the kidney and spleen, as degenerated and maintained warm in the body. When cold, cold dampness invasions, external cold pathogens, and cold in the uterus.
Okay. Can you have a stroke caused by cold?
Yes, Doc.
Yes. Let's discuss in detail the cold pathologies. Let's start with cold attack.
Cold is yin pathogenic factors that slow bodily functions, constrict circulations, and depletes yang energy. It can be classified into the external cold caused by invasions of cold from the environment. Internal cold due to the yang deficiency. Cold primarily affect the kidney, spleen, stomach, and channels.
Okay. Good. Complete. What does cold injure? The yin or
Uh,
the
Cold injuries damage caused by cold invasions or prolonged exposure to cold conditions. Cold is a yin.
so it injures the yang, no?
Yes.
It congeals and stagnates the flow of qi and body fluids. It also causes pain by contracting and slowing down circulation.
Yes.
Actually, very painful pag cold, di ba? And the pain is relieved by applying hot compress. What are the core characteristics of the pathogenic factor called cold?
Meron po ako ditong nature cold, cold slow down and construct and cold slow bodily functions, digestion, circulation, metabolisms, constriction in the blood vessels, meridians and muscles leading pains and stiffness. Cold consumes young energy, cold weakness to the body, young energy leading to the fatigue, low metabolism and pure digestions, cold leading stagnations, cold hinders our blood circulations, leading to the stagnations and pain. Cold produce clear, thin, and watery fluids. Cold affect the lower body.
Okay, very good. Let's go now to summer heat, another pathogenic factor. What are the types of summer heat pathologies?
Summer heat pathologies can be divided into pure summer heat, show syndromes, and summer heat combined with other pathogenic factors such as dampness or G deficiency.
Okay, good. Summer heat is what type of pathogenic factor?
Yung pathogenic factor
Yes.
cause it is
Summer heat.
associated with upward depression and fluid consumption.
Okay. Summer heat comes with what?
Um, sa akin po dito ay ano combines of dampness or G deficiency, yin deficiency po.
Which is the end result of the heat, no?
It, yes
But
po.
during summer, we have the oppressive heat, and that's why some people will have stroke, right? Heat stroke. It can consume the chi and damage the yin. Summer heat is usually accompanied by what? By another.
Dampness,
Yes, very good. Dami mo na, I think you have many patients with, with stroke, no?
opo.
Severe summer heat can invade what?
Severe summer heat invading the lungs. Severe summer heat invading the stomach. Severe summer heat invading the heart. Severe summer heat invading the spleen. Severe summer heat invading the kidney. Severe summer heat invading the liver.
The pericardium. It causes
Pericardium.
clouding of the mind. Summer heat. Okay, let's discuss in detail the pathogen summer heat.
Summer heat pathogens details, young pathogenic factors that manifest during the hot summer months. It's some of the six external pathogens along with cold, dampness, dryness, and fire. Summer heat is considered to be a hot, upward moving pathogens that can weaken the body, fluid and yin, and heat tends to consume moistures and cause excess heat in the body.
Okay. Core characteristics of summer heat. Like, how do you differentiate summer heat from wind and cold?
Uh, Summer heat, ang characteristic po, sa akin po dito yung coma, conclusions, heat, tear, signs, fatigue.
Yes, very good. Okay, what are the types of damp?
Meron akong external dampness, typical by external environmental factors such as humid, rainy weather, damp
Mhm.
climate, external dampness, deep damp heat, cold dampness, damp phlegm.
And also eczema, no?
Yes po.
Okay, damp governs the chi of what season?
Which is considered to be organ that govern chi are responsible for the transformation. Spleen po, Doc? Spleen ba?
One
Later,
what season? The answer should be season.
later summer po.
Later summer. Damp is what type of pathogenic factor?
Dampness, ay dampness,
Yin,
pathogenic factor.
yin or yang?
Um, Pag sinasabing external pathogenic factors,
Oh, anong klase siya? Like, heat is yang, cold
yes,
yin.
yes po,
What about damp?
heat and yang. Yin?
Ano siya? Is it yin or yang pathogenic factor?
Yin pathogenic factor po.
Very good. It damages the yang. Okay, let's talk about how is the recovery in dampness? Do you
Ah,
expect a short recovery or a long recovery?
pag daphnes pinag-uusapan po is long recovery po ito, Dok eh.
Yeah, because it stagnates, no? It is thick. So
Yes po.
matagal, no? That's why
Matagal,
matagal.
kumbaga na ano siya, na stagnation, uminto siya, di siya nagpo-flow ng circular sa isang bagay.
Mm-mm. And never stop, no? That's why we need to teach people how their tongue would look like if they have dampness, no? It takes time. It really takes time. Minimum of 2 years or even longer. The dump makes you feel what?
Heaviness, fatigue, or lethargy, bloating and fullness, nausea, poor digestion, brain fog or lack of clarity, swelling or edema, sticky or crazy sensations, lack of appetite, coldness.
Dump impairs what
Spleen,
function?
spleen factions po.
Yeah, the young function of the spleen, no? Mm. Kasi yin na yin siya eh. So it will affect the spleen yang. Dump usually combines with other pathogenic factor and causes what three patterns?
Three patterns. Wala na ako. Dampness of the combines with other pathogenic factor which are worsen to modify the disease of process. Dampness, summer heat, damp cold.
Very good. Details. Let's talk about dump pathogen. Tell us more about it.
Wait lang, Dok, ha. Nasaan na ba ako? Nawala na ako. Wait lang, Dok. 31.
Let's talk about dump attack. Paano siya, how does it affect the
Sa akin po, generally refer to microorganisms, including bacteria, fungi, mold, that thrive in the damp or moist environments. Bacteria, dust mites, and viruses.
Mhm. Okay. Dump, it blocks. It causes distension, stuffy chest, poor appetite, heaviness, fatigue, weakness. Dump B, heaviness, turbidity. You will have pain in the joints, heaviness in the joints, in the limbs, and stiffness. That's damp B. This is very, very common. Warm dampness, retention of heat, eczema, damp will spread under the skin. What are the
Uh,
core characteristics of damp? How do you differentiate
uh,
it from wind, from cold? Remember, our topic today is differentiation of
dampness.
according to pathogenic factors. That is why you need to be very familiar with the core characteristics of damp. That will immediately tell you that the pathogenic factor is indeed damp.
Yes.
It causes
Nawala.
blockage, no? Diba?
Black, pollen, pain, stiff, heaviness.
Yes.
Nawawala
So
ako.
when you look at the joint, it will be swollen, there is pain, and the patient can hardly move it, and it feels heavy. Okay? What are the
Yes.
types? Let's go now to dryness. What are the types of dryness?
Types of dryness, external dryness, dryness invasion from the environment, internal dryness, depletion of yin fluids, dryness heat, combinations of dryness and heat, dryness cold, combination of dryness and cold, excessive dryness due to the blood deficiency.
Okay, cool and warm dryness. Dryness is a blunt pathogen.
External pathogen factor,
No, what type of pathogen is it? Is it yang or yin?
yang,
Yes. Dryness tends to consume blood. Sorry. Dryness tends to consume blank and moves blank.
consume yin and moves upward and inward.
Yeah. The yin would include the blood and fluids. No, I think everybody knows that already. And it will move downward. So that's dryness. Dryness usually attacks the what?
The lungs and large intestine.
Yes, through the mouth and nose. Now let's discuss the dryness pathogen in detail.
Dryness is considered an external pathogenic factor that can invade the body, particularly during the autumn seasons when the weather becomes drier and colder. Dryness, like other external pathogens, wind, cold, heat, dampness, can affect the body's ability to maintain proper fluid balance and cause lead various health conditions.
Okay. Okay. So there we have cool dryness and warm dryness. Okay, let's now go to fire. What
Type of
are the
fire:
types of fire pathogen?
excessive fire, indeficiency fire, empty fire, flame fire, heat fire, liver fire, stomach fire, intestinal fire.
Okay. Fire is extreme blank.
Extreme pathogenic factor.
Yeah. Actually, it is the extreme form of heat. It's actually heat, no? But the extreme version of heat,
Yes
fire.
po.
Fire can enter as what?
External fire, environmental heat, excess or internal fire due to imbalance in the body, pathogenic heat external to the skin, fire entering via to organs, fire from flame, fire caused by emotional imbalances.
Okay, so it can also transform from the other five pathogenic factors. So eventually, it's a very common example is emotions. No, that's why you need to be able to manage your emotions.
Yes.
Fire is a blank pathogen, yin or yang, and tends to move where?
Fire is a young pathogen and tends to move upward and outward.
Very good. Fire tends to what?
5 times 2 fire is a young pathogen is associated with the heat, movements, and activity. Its density to, ano to? Two phase in the upper body is often like two symptoms like headaches, redness, fever, scatter, fire as dispersive quality. Weak can lead to mental restlessness, emotional outbursts, agitation, and irritability.
Okay. It can generate wind. Remember what happened sa LA? Diba? There was fire. And
Yes
because
po.
there was too much fire, it was able to generate wind. Diba?
Mhm.
I think we also had fire in Manila late. I think it was yesterday. No? Somewhere in ano, near the
QC daw.
Philippine Science High School, sa QC. Yeah. Diba? Like, they were wondering, the bigger the fire, the more wind it can generate. So it will
Yes.
stop, no? The
Yan
sol
yung El Nino, Doc.
mm, ganun din, dryness. Dry can become fire, then fire, there will be wind. So the fire will be bigger. Let's talk about fire pathogen in detail.
Intense heat and young energy can disrupt the body balance. When excessive, fire can consume yin, lead to mental disturbance, inflammation and dryness, and affect various organs, such as the heart, liver, stomach, and lungs. Proper treatment focuses on clearing heat, cooling fire, and nourishing yin, as well as managing the emotional factor. Eh, marami pala siya.
Oo, marami. Okay. Like fire excess, you can have it both on the chi level and at the yin level. No? Sa blood level, you will notice a purple skin. There is bleeding, blood level, yeah. It also disturbs the mind. That's why you cannot, you just have to expect people to lose their, to have a mental disturbance. And it can generate wind, fire toxin, the fire is depressed. And when it becomes depressed and stagnated or stagnant, it becomes fire toxin. So it causes destruction as well. So there will be ulcers, swelling, pus, blood, fever, green mucus, red tongue, dry mouth, and tongue. Okay. What is the pathogenic factor, yin yang aspect, and season related to the liver?
Sa akin po, the liver being an organ that governs the smooth flow of G energy and blood issue, optimal. to several factors: wind, heat, and dampness, or stagnations of Qi, blood deficiency, yin and yang aspect of the liver, systems related to the liver.
Okay, spring, wind, and yang. What about kidneys? What is the pathogenic factor associated with the kidneys?
That can affect their functions, particularly their ability to store and regulate Jing and nourish yin and yang, cold, heat, dampness, Qi, blood deficiency, and wind.
Okay, that's why those who are having kidney issues, they're very, very sensitive to cold. Okay.
Yeah.
What about the heart? What will affect the heart?
Heart, heart is the inferior of all organs, governing the mind, spirit, cells, circulation of the blood, pathogenic factor, heat, Qi deficiency, blood deficiency, phlegm, cold, stagnation of Qi.
Okay, summer heat. That's why we see a lot of people having heart attacks, no? Uh,
Yes.
during late summer. Next, what about spleen? What is the pathogenic factor related to the spleen?
Spleen is very vulnerable to certain pathogenic factors that affect its ability to transform and transport nutrients, dampness, cold, heat, and Qi deficiency, blood deficiency, emotional stagnation, yin and yang aspects. Spleen yin deficiency leads to dryness and weakness, while spleen yang deficiency cause coldness, show digestions, and water retentions. Spleen Qi deficiency stagnations results fatigue.
Okay, late summer pala dampness. Early summer, first part is summer heat. So late summer would be dampness. So the spleen is affected. What about the lungs? What will affect the lungs?
The lungs are most affected by wind, cold, heat, dampness, dryness, Qi deficiency, yin deficiency, and blood stasis. Yin and yang aspect. Lung yin deficiency causes dryness and heat, while lungs or yang deficiency leads to coldness, deficiency, with breathing, edema, lungs Qi deficiency, result in fatigue, shortness of breath, and weak immune system.
Okay. Describe wind as a pathogenic factor. Descri Sige, revalida. What is wind?
Loka ako.
Sige.
Scabies pathogenic factor, chief of the hunted disease because of its ability to quickly affect the body and initiate the onset of many other conditions. Weight associated with movement, change, and instability. It is believed invade the body from the exterior, often combinations with other pathogens such as cold, heat, dampness, and dryness.
Okay. List the clinical manifestations of external wind.
Sa akin po, Doc, sudden onset of symptoms. Wind is known
Right?
for its rapid onset and fluctuating nature. Head symptoms, headache, dizziness, running nose, sore throat, respiratory symptom, cough, sneezing, wheezing, or shortness of breath.
Okay. How do you describe the pulse in external wind?
Um,
Is it deep or floating?
Pag external wind, deep po.
No, external
Float,
na nga.
external pa, floating.
Okay. Okay. List the patterns of external wind manifestations.
Wind cold, aversions to cold, fever cheese, predominant, body itching, stiffness, and non-sweating. Wind heat, fever with the mild chills, fever predominates. Sore throats, cough with yellow, sweating and floating and rapid pulse.
Okay. What causes internal wind? Remember, this is internal, kanina external.
Sakit, liver yang rising generating, stream heat generating wind, blood deficiency generating wind, liver fire generating wind, yin deficiency leading to wind.
Okay, in other words, liver disharmony. List the clinical manifestations of internal wind.
Manifestation internal wind, tremors and spasm, dizziness, numbness and tingling, severe wind manifestations or wind strokes, convulsion, emotional and mental changes.
Deviation of the mouth, diba? That's
Yes.
internal. List the patterns associated with internal wind.
This is a pattern associated with internal wind, liver yang rising generating, stream heat generating wind, blood deficiency generating wind, liver fire generating wind, yin deficiency leading to wind.
Okay, let's describe cold as a pathogenic factor.
Um, Cold is considered one of the six external pathogenic factors: wind, cold, heat, dampness, dryness, and fire. It is classified as a yin pathogenic influence that can invade the body externally or arise externally due to the imbalances.
So what organ would immediately come to mind when it comes to cold?
Organs po?
Organ. Sabi mo kanina, wind, liver.
Yes po.
What about for cold? What immediately comes to mind, the organ that will be affected? Kaya if you have a patient who would always complain, he would keep waking up in the evenings to pee.
Okay. Ayun eh. Um,
What organ? Cold.
Spleen po ba or liver?
No. No.
Heart?
Hindi na ang
Kidney.
gamit po. No, no, no. Cold.
Nalito.
Kidney.
Ano na, sis?
Sinagot mo na kanina yan. Kidney.
Kidney.
Kidney, oo nga pala.
Okay. Describe the four types of cold invasion.
Describe the cold invasions, wind cold invasions, symptoms, chills, non-sweating, runny nose, key treatment release, exterior expels cold invading stomach, epigastric pain, nausea, no thirst, cold invading intestines, types of symptoms, abdominal pain, watery diarrhea, cold invading uterus, menstrual cramps, delayed period, cold damp, B syndromes, joints pain, swelling, heaviness.
Question. Is there an organ involved in P syndrome or
Yes,
painful
doc.
obstruction syndrome?
Yes, doc.
No.
Pag B
Ikaw talaga?
syndromes.
Channels
Pag B,
and joints lang.
oo nga.
Wala.
Naisip ko kasi liver eh.
Ano ba yan?
Hindi.
Ay, ano, okay, sige.
Di ba sinus tsaka yung mga related natin, liver yung ano natin dyan.
No, but the
Sinus.
question is B syndrome or painful
At,
obstruction. In painful obstruction syndrome, there is no organ involvement, only the channels and joints. Okay? That's why acupuncture is very, very effective. Next, let's describe the invasions caused by external cold.
sa akin, doc, eh, ano eh, full cold,
Okay?
invasion of cold in the lungs, defensive chi portions, common cold, invasion of channels and joints by cold, painful obstruction syndromes,
Hmm.
invasion of muscles, sinews by cold, muscle soreness or stiffness, invasion of external cold, stomach, intestine, uterus, or and external origin, but once in the organs, consider internal cold.
Okay.
Yan lang.
Stomach pa. Like if you have,
Ah,
di ba, earlier you said that cold can affect the stomach directly. The question is, what would be the manifestation? Like, how would you know that the stomach is involved?
kapag na sumasakit yung tiyan niya, parang nilalamig.
There's also vomiting, epigastric pain and vomiting. So if it's the intestines, external cold affecting the intestines, that means coming
Ah,
from outside, di ba? Okay, kumain ng medyo kumain ng very cold.
Nag,
Ice
Naghalo-halo,
cream.
hindi pa kumain.
So, like, how do you know? Like, what will you extract? And you want to find out, oh, is it the intestine that is involved? Like, do you have cold in the intestine? So what is the symptom that you will watch out for? Di ba diarrhea, abdominal pain,
Nga pala, sakit sa tiyan.
stomach, only epigastric pain where the stomach is and vomiting.
Kaya
About
pala, bakit
Oh,
make sense? Kasi kapag kumakain ako ng salad, siyempre raw yun, malamig. Nagda-diarrhea ako. Ba't yung iba hindi?
na because you're royal
Kasi
you
cold
have
siya, di
royal
ba?
kanina, Doc,
Hindi
kumain
kasi cold yung, cold yung, yung salad.
That's why you have to always start with something hot, something warm, ginger tea or soup, 'di ba?
Chicken
That's why they
soup.
always serve something. 'Di ba in the like buffet, you should always start your meal with soup because eventually you would like to eat their salads, 'di ba? So that's why the others they ignore the soup. This is like to keep everything
Doc,
warm. Yeah.
Doc, pwede bang warm water, sis?
Oh, warm
Kahit
pwede.
water.
warm
Yeah,
water.
warm
Mm.
water. But you
Okay.
know what do people ask for? They don't ask for warm water. They ask
I asked for warm water.
I ask for warm water.
Oh,
Hindi ako
diba?
nag...
And then
Pa-warm water na nga ako ngayon
the
eh.
food server will be surprised. There's something wrong
Mm.
with you. Why are you asking warm water?
Ganun pala yun.
Like
Oo.
earlier sa lunch, I ordered like water. I sir um our water is not cold. What do you think of me? I prefer cold. So they
Majority po
Hindi,
kasi
the
gusto
usual
malamig.
kasi mahilig sa malamig.
yeah, they always ask for cold.
Ay,
Um, if
ay,
it's
yung biglang kain, Doc, yung nalipasan ng gutom.
kaya nga, don't eat right away. You should always ask for warm water. You try drink hot water, warm water. Iba, the feeling
Mm.
you wouldn't feel heavy at all. Yan. So for the uterus, cold affecting the uterus, there will be acute dysmenorrhea.
Mm.
They just take
Yep.
So
Yun,
I
kaya
hope
pala.
this is very clear. This is very important in your diagnosis. Okay, Sir Mark, describe full cold, internal cold as pathogenic factor.
Full cold is the acute conditions caused by external cold invading specific organs or meridians. Treatment focusing on spelling cold and warming the affected area.
What is the tongue picture?
Um,
Don't tell me you don't know.
wait lang, nagkakramp ako.
I no.
Why?
Sa
This
utak
is
ko din.
not college,
Andiyan no.
tablet. Don't rely on your notes. This is already review.
White coating po siya, maputi.
Maputi lang. What about the
At
consist the thickness?
uh,
Thin white coating or ano?
think white coating po siya,
Yes. What about
Doc.
the pulse?
Pulse niya po is tight and slow.
Kabuo.
Now let's go to empty cold. By the way, what is another name for empty cold?
Internal cold.
Deficient cold.
Internal cold na nga yun. No. Empty
Deficient cold.
cold. Anong klaseng
Defici-
deficiency?
Deficiency cold.
Ano yeah, or
Yeah.
young deficiency.
Yeah.
Okay, please describe it.
Ah, deficient
Cold and
cold or
fever.
internal cold arises from young deficiency, meaning the body internal warm and metabolic activity are weakened. Unlike full cold, excess cold, which result
Okay,
lang.
continue. Okay, which is more painful, full cold or empty cold?
Full cold.
Yes, wow. Next,
Yes.
describe summer heat as a pathogenic factor. Paulit-ulit ah.
Yan po. Naloloka ako.
Let's see until you drop down.
Naloloka ako. Ay, naku.
Baka
Are
hindi
you still
matanggal
alive?
yung ano niya sa loob.
Summer heat.
Nature
You
of
know the
summer.
drill. We always have 100 questions, diba? Okay. Summer
Describe
Subo ko
summer.
sa province.
Fear of summer heat is a young pathogenic factor associated with the summer season. It's characterized by heat, upward movement, dispersions, and dryness, often combined dampness due to the humid weather conditions. It easily injures our body fluids, leading to fatigue and dryness.
Okay. Clinical manifestations of summer heat.
Clinical manifestations of, saan na ba ako? Nawala tuloy ako. Fever, aversions to cold, sweating, headaches, feeling of heaviness, or uncomfortable sensations in the epigastric, irritability, thirst, tongue red in the front of sides with white sticky coating, saggy, and rapid pulse.
Okay. What we do not want to happen here is um, the summer heat will become interior and the patient will have a stroke. Question, how are you going to prevent the stroke?
Siyempre, Doc, ayusin po yung lifestyle niya, diet.
Will you allow yourself to be dehydrated?
No, Doc. Kasi pag dehydrate ka, may stroke ka, Doc.
Okay. Okay, list the clinical manifestations of dampness for the head, eyes, mouth, stomach, lahat na. Spleen, gallbladder, bladder, uterus, lower burner, intestines, kidneys, and liver.
Head symptoms, heavy, clouded kidney and liver, clouded feeling in the head, dizziness, and sensations of pagginess or mental sluggishness. Eye symptoms, swelling of puffiness around the eyes, especially the eyelid, and sensation. Heaviness, mouth symptoms, sticky,
Oh,
greasy
there's
feeling
another
in
thing. Excuse me. If dampness, you will notice fluid oozing from the eyes and also
yes,
styes. Are you familiar with styes? I forgot the name of
Mm.
or sa Tagalog, So that's very
Okay.
dampness. Hmm. Next, the mouth. What is the manifestation of dampness for the mouth?
um,
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
mouth, yung meron pong ulcer sa gum, saka swollen na red lips.
Yes. Stomach and spleen.
Feeling of fullness after eating, sticky taste, poor appetite, saggy pulse,
Yes. Gallbladder,
hypochondrial fullness and pain,
bladder,
difficult and painful urinations, cloudy urine,
uterus,
infertility, excessive vaginal discharge, mid-cycles, pain, bleeding, painful periods,
lower burner,
scrotal sweating or eczema, genital itching,
intestines,
loose stools with mucus, abdominal fullness and pain.
kidneys.
Cloudy urine, difficult urinations.
Have you seen patient? Do you always ask this? Like they have cloudy urine?
Yes po, Doc.
Yeah.
Ito.
Liver.
Liver, hypochondria, fullness, distensions, and pain, jaundice.
Okay. Jaundice. Skin. Dampness in the skin. How will you know that there is dampness in the skin?
Skin vesicles, dampness without heat,
Mhm.
papules, heat with more
Vacuum.
heat, greasy sweat, any oozing skin, lesion.
Yeah. What about the joints? Dampness.
Swollen, painful joints, fixed painful obstruction syndromes from dampness or also wandering painful. Obstruction syndrome if dampness is mixed with wind.
Okay. Connecting channels.
Dampness and loss of sensation.
Okay. List the characteristics of dampness. Mention only three.
Uh, Heavy, oppressive, sticky or greasy, slow and sludges.
Mhm. Dirty. Heavy,
30.
dirty, sticky. Difference between external dampness and internal dampness.
External dampness refers to dampness that enters the body from the external environment, often due to the climatic factors typically caused by exposure to damp, humid weather.
Mm-hmm.
Internal dampness, dampness that originate within the body due to internal imbalance. It is often results of a weak spleen, which is responsible for transforming and transporting fluids or kidney deficiency and can accumulate over time.
Okay. Did you have 15 differences between phlegm and dampness? Let's start with the first one.
Okay.
Dampness, location. So dampness can be exterior or interior. Phlegm only from
Interior.
interior. So in
Yeah.
this case, Sir Mark, which do you think is more problematic, dampness or phlegm?
Um,
Phlegm.
Phlegm
Or
po.
chronic phlegm? Okay.
Chronic phlegm, chronic phlegm po.
Okay. Organ involvement, interior dampness and phlegm. But
Kapag internal dampness po, pag involved na dito, yung naging impaired po yung spleen functions mo. Kung saan ang lungs
okay.
ng kidney ay nagkakaroon po ng phlegm po.
Okay. What about the difference in terms of ascending of the clear yang?
Setting clear yang, it primary affects lower parts of the body, where phlegm primary affect middle and upper parts of the body.
Okay. Phlegm, upper and middle, dampness, lower.
Yes po.
Okay. What about heaviness?
Feeling of heaviness po is with phlegm also causes of dizziness.
Okay, with dampness, there is only a feeling of heaviness. With phlegm, there is not only heaviness, there is also dizziness. Okay? So you should try to remember that. So if you have a patient comes to you with heaviness, do you also have dizziness? What immediately comes to mind? Phlegm or dampness?
Dizziness po is dampness.
Phlegm.
No.
Phlegm.
Phlegm. Phlegm na ba? Sige, tama nyo ako.
Kasi
Only
lumulutang
heaviness.
yung phlegm, yung dampness tumitining. Kaya
Yeah.
nasa baba siya, yung phlegm nasa taas. Eh, pag
Mm.
empty yung utak mo, siyempre hilo ka. Kaya
Okay.
dizziness.
Which will cause mental problems? Phlegm or dampness?
Phlegm po.
Yes. Did you check your tongue? Joke.
Luloko.
Joke lang ha, joke lang. Okay. Okay.
Dapat.
Okay, how would you okay, location of the swelling and lumps for phlegm and dampness. Which one can you feel underneath the skin more often? Phlegm
Uh,
or dampness?
Phlegm of dampness is skin po, Doc, causing swelling and lumps dampness.
Okay. Pinapalpate mo ba yung skin? So pag pinapalpate mo, mayroon
Mm.
kang pull, that means that's phlegm. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Interior dampness originates only from spleen dysfunction. Phlegm can originate from the action of fire. Okay, so with phlegm, how did this come about? Can you tell us the cycle, the evolution of phlegm? Diba, if the dampness is too chronic, no? Diba, we said that interior dampness originates from a spleen dysfunction. And there was no acupuncture done. Probably the therapist was not good enough. So what happens
Mhm.
next is dampness will it remain damp forever or will it become heat?
It will become heat.
Yes, and then the heat now, after heat, wala pa rin. Nothing was done. You will have, what's the next to heat?
Ah,
Fire.
mag-iinit na
Fire.
Fire. Now,
fire.
Fire.
fire, this time, this will condense the body fluids. Okay? That's why you have phlegm. Now you know. Okay?
Yes.
Organ involvement
Condensed
or
milk.
dampness. Condensed milk. You cannot have condensed milk if you don't heat it, di
May
ba?
phlegm. Kaya nga may phlegm.
Okay.
Uh,
Oo
may
nga, phlegm. Okay, Sir Mark, dampness, organ involvement. Okay. Which ones are affected in dampness? Yin organs or yang organs? What about phlegm?
yin.
Pag dampness, it's mostly yang organ.
Ayang organ.
Yung organs.
But it can involve the spleen because the spleen and stomach are always together. Diba? So
Yes po.
mostly yang, bladder, intestines. Phlegm, this will affect mostly the yin. And of course, yeah, stomach also, but mostly yin. Mostly. That's the reason why sometimes you have stomach cancer. So be careful, diba? You should not have phlegm. So now we have seen how some people can have cancer, right?
Yes
So
po.
that's why we have a very long differentiation between dampness and phlegm. Okay, let's go to although phlegm is heavy, it does not have the dampness characteristics of being sticky, dirty, and flowing downward. So dampness is only sticky, dirty, and downward. Phlegm, well, phlegm is upper and middle, no? That's why you have your major organs there. Phlegm can associate with various other pathogenic factors, giving rise to cold, damp, wind, dry types of phlegm, whereas dampness is associated with cold, heat, or wind.
Kaya pala.
So mostly, ang ano is dry type of phlegm yung phlegm. Next,
Yes.
11 to 15. Which is more watery, phlegm or dampness?
Phlegm.
Then,
Okay. Pulse diagnosis. What's the difference sa phlegm and dampness? Of course, alam natin, slippery ang both. What other pulse characteristic will you observe?
iba
Andyan,
na.
Wiry saan? Wiry sa phlegm.
dampness, aside from
Kapag
slippery, will also be soggy. No, very soft na parang cotton, right? Phlegm can be wiry, both slippery and wiry. Okay? Tongue diagnosis. Both have sticky coating, but phlegm can have dry and rough coating. And then if you have a central crack, there is phlegm in the stomach.
stomach.
Kasi may heat siya. Generated by heat.
Yeah.
Kaya dry.
So you will usually have phlegm heat. No? Acupuncture treatment. Which channel should you use to resolve phlegm? Uy,
Spleen,
what's the best point?
Yun
spleen 9.
Let's start with
Hindi.
phlegm. What channel
Stomach
are you supposed to focus on?
Lang 10.
No. Stomach channel.
Stomach.
What
Stomach
point
cord.
in stomach channel?
40.
Stomach
40.
40.
40.
Okay, pag dampness, we use the spleen channel. What point?
Channel.
9.
Spleen,
Spleen.
6 or 9.
3, 6,
6
9.
or 9.
Galing naman.
3, 6, 9.
Okay.
6 or 9.
Yeah.
May 3 pa.
Wala.
Dampness can
3.
be acute or chronic, whereas phlegm can only be chronic. No? So, mas malala ang phlegm. Okay, let's go to 66. Flavor associated with wood.
Or flavor.
Yes. Fire.
Um, bitter.
Earth.
Sweet flavor.
Metal.
Pungent flavor.
Or acrid. Yes. Water.
Salty flavor.
Congratulations, Sir Mark. Are you still alive?
Dito lang ako, Doc.
Okay. We will make you rest now. It seems that you have Disney already. Parang shortness of breath.
Nakain na
Thank
rin
you
ako.
so
Salamat
much.
po.
Very good job.
Or sige, pag may.
Okay, let's continue. Can we call other
Talaga
names?
siya.
Wow, ang galing nyo talaga. Grabe. Oh, let's call Miss
Hmm.
Palawan. Doc She, are you okay? Ay,
No, nasa biyahe ako, Dok. Nawawala yung... Galing ako sa wellness mission 2 days. Nasa biyahe.
wow.
Bawi
Baka
ako
ikaw na
bukas.
kailangan mag-wellness.
2 days ako nag-wellness mission, Dok.
Wow, congrats.
Wow, nice.
Winner na yan. Grabe.
Ito po yan.
Okay, who would like to volunteer? We have only like 30 more. Let's call, who did I call last time? Would it be okay? Monker, Tador,
Oh, sure.
okay,
Magkuradore.
whatever.
71.
71. Too much sour damages the what?
The liver.
Okay. So, not too much suka. Too much salty will damage the what?
Kidneys.
The large bones. Because the bones are
Ah.
controlled by the kidneys.
Oh.
Pero
Mm-mm.
before the kidneys get affected, di ba? Usually,
Buto
you wouldn't
muna.
know if you need dialysis na eh. It would manifest like if you have problems with the bones already, the large bones, not the small ones.
Mm.
That's too much.
Mm.
So this is the time to really,
Kaya pala
it's only the
masakit yung
small bones,
balakang.
not some, the joints, hindi pa yan. Oh, the large bones like yours.
Kaya pala yung balakang nila masakit. Yung
Yes, the
throat
balaka,
cancer
very
kasi
large.
lalaki.
Yeah, check your tree. Yeah. Too much sweet damages the what?
Spleen.
Heart, chi.
Heart chi.
See, because, di ba, when you have too much sweet, it makes the heart more, blood
Nag-excess.
thicker. So this time it will create a burden on the heart, right? So there will be heart chi damage or heart chi deficiency. So those who have sweet, take care of the heart.
Okay.
Okay, too much bitter will damage the
Heart.
no spleen.
Spleen naman.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
Actually,
wait a
bitter
minute.
is good for the
Sandali lang, Dok. Parang
Kasi
ano,
overacting.
parang yung ang nangyayari pagka nag-excess yung kunwari bitter is heart po, di ba? Tapos pag ibig sabihin nun, heart is fire. So meaning pag siyang nag-excess, ang nadadamage niya is yung anak niya,
Yes.
yung child, yung kanyang child element. Okay, gets.
Too much bitter.
Patient ako kanina, naalala ko lang, Dok. Pag sobra yung kain niya, pag kumakain siya ng ampalaya, sinusuka niya. Yun lang yung tanging sinusuka niya na pagkain. So, ibig sabihin, may damage yung skin niya.
Yeah, sa earth niya. You have to check the earth, the spleen, and the stomach. Okay? Remember, the spleen and the stomach, they always go together. Dapat kasi
Bakit yung sa liver Pag sour, yung liver lang yung affected.
Exception siguro ang leave. This is based on ano. But anyway, we'll find out later. Too much
Sige.
acrid or pungent damages the what?
Podcast daw. Say, ibig sabihin yan, kidney na sagot ko, hindi na lungs.
No.
Lungs pa rin.
Actually, pungent is good for the lung. But too
Lungs.
much of it will
Too
damage
much.
the
Kidneys, ang sagot ko
Spleen.
daw kay
Lungs.
news.
Kidney.
sinus.
Mga lite.
Sinus.
Litid.
Oo, mga tendons,
No
cartilages,
wonder.
ganun.
I have a friend,
Oh.
he loves Sealy. Sealy yan, diba?
Anong manifestations niya, Dok?
Yung yan yung osteoarthritis na na warm ang pakiramdam. Tapos pagka kumain ng maanghang or pungent siya, mas lalong
Ma-aggravate.
lumalala. Oo, lumalala.
The sinew.
Hmm.
Okay?
May
Main clinical manifestations of wind. Very easy.
ayun. Okay. Rapid onset. It causes rapid changes in the symptoms and signs. It causes signs and symptoms to move from place to place in the body. It can cause tremors, convulsions, stiff and or paralysis, numbness, or tingling. Affects the top part of the body. Affects the lungs first, yung internal wind. Affects the liver kung internal wind. Affects the skin and causes itch.
And aside from that, it will facilitate the entry of other pathogenic factors. It's a vehicle like dampness, wind, cold, diba? Heat. Oh. It affects the top part of the body. That's why you will have, lungs first. It affects the internal wind. So if it's the lungs, external wind. It affects the skin, causes itch. Clinical manifestations of external wind.
Aversion to cold or wind, sneezing, cough, runny nose, fever, occipital stiffness and ache, itchy throat, sweating, or not depending on whether it's wind or cold, is predominant, and floating pulse.
Very good. What are the patterns of external wind?
Wind cold, wind heat, wind dampness, wind dryness, wind water, invasion of wind in the channels of the face, yung facial
Bell's
paralysis.
palsy. Remember Bell's?
Yes, Doc.
That's
And
also the
invasion
channels of the face.
channels of the invasion of the wind in the channels and joints, yung B syndrome, affliction of the liver channeled by external wind at saka wind in the skin.
And also, let's not forget that external wind can also affect the liver channel, especially for those people who always complain of headache when they're in front of the the ventilator.
Electric fan.
Yes. So that's external wind. So if possible, the electric fan should be rotating, no?
Dok, sa may Dok, may kaso ng bells, Dok, pwede i-erase to?
Of course.
Pwede.
Just
Nagawa ko na yan dun sa yun sa facial acupuncture natin. Dalawa na yung Bell's palsy ko.
That is
happy.
If we schedule a special lecture there, did you know that like for those people who took the practicum on face, Aculift, they were very happy because they could also help people who have facial paralysis. So they will also look beautiful. Diba?
Yes, Doc.
Nang may Madam Trix, yung nang kinukurot niya yung skin niya, mayroong nagmamark talaga yung mga kuko niya. Hindi ba yun, Doc? Doc, na hindi din allergy, Doc, no? Basta kinukurot niya.
There are skin that is as thin as tissue paper, no? So that is why you can easily see the mark. So that means the patient has lung yin deficiency. Yun.
Mm-mm.
So you have to tonify the lungs. And usually their
Mm-mm.
hands are cold or sweaty.
Hmm.
So
Wala. Frozen shoulder, Dok.
kaya learn how to do
Dali lang.
ano like
Dali lang yan.
dali lang.
Frozen shoulder. Yeah po. Madali lang po.
Oo,
Yeah.
2
like
minutes.
if we meet like there was one who came last Saturday. She was complaining of kasi she does knitting, no? Ito dito sa Lang Channel. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What I did, um, of course, we want to see fast results. So what the
Mm-hmm.
lung, the opposite niyan would be the spleen.
Mm-hmm.
You do balance method, no? So if you can watch the
Opo.
videos on balancing. So it was
Opo.
like located somewhere sa my spleen 9 and 10, spleen 9.
Mm-hmm.
The pain immediately got away. Yun, mabilis.
Mm.
Just have to insert it. Kaya nga, we're excited to, like, this is still tentative. I'm planning to go there April 5, both me and Dr. Ryan in Manila. So, mastery of pulse and tongue. We will also teach you how we do it, like how do
Wow.
see a change in the pulse,
Gusto ko
um,
yan.
and to really amaze the patient right away. Because if you have
Mm.
like shoulder pain, no, shoulder pain,
Mm.
you can also use stomach 38.
Mm.
Same
Mm.
stuff. And
Mm.
to, to make the patient really feel more motivated. But again, you should always advise the patient to always come back because we haven't treated the cause yet. Because most practitioners, they just treat the pain. They don't actually treat the
Mm.
cause. So this is where your knowledge about tongue diagnosis comes in very, very
Mm.
useful.
Handy. Opo.
Yes. So yon. And so we're
Yun.
excited.
Yes.
And so many, because on April 6th, I was invited to attend the like convention for optometrists in New World. So I felt
Wow.
I'm going to talk about the psychology of the five element theory and also ah visual PCM diagnostics for optometry. So this is where we discuss the five wheel theory. What else? Like your
Wow.
mga ganon. And also look at the here. So I'm excited.
Mm.
No? So wish us luck.
Mm.
So we hope to be able to really ano, and then Dr. Ryan was also invited to talk about the emotions. And it's like a collaboration between nurses and optometrists. Yung ganun.
Oh, nice.
Diba?
Diba?
Ganyan.
Oh,
For now, let's focus on theory
Oh,
and
yes.
so that when we meet face to face, hopefully on April, time flies so fast eh. For all you know, like we're
Opo.
almost March, no? So
Opo.
hope to see you then. Okay?
Yes. Nasa gitna na po tayo.
Sa gitna na. And thank you so much for all your support. And we
Yeah.
hope that we continue to learn as because these days
Yes.
people will really determine who is much better. No? Uh,
Mm.
I'll teach you how to do the 4-point needle technique, and it's so amazing.
Ay,
And
grabe. Ang ganda.
else. And you need to understand the five elements. Okay?
Mm-mm.
So yun.
Makapture natin yung bukas, Dok.
Yes. Yung 5.
Mm-mm.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I hope you were able
Mm-mm.
to answer na ha. I think it's
Mm-mm.
oh yeah, that's five element theory for auricular medicine
Mm.
practitioners. Yeah.
Mm.
Clinical manifestations of internal wind. Hello? Who
Yun
is?
na.
Yeah. Madam M. Clinical manifestations of internal wind.
Yeah.
So when the patient complains of vertigo, dizziness, there's always together. Think of liver involvement na talaga, no? And when you have liver involvement, you can have phlegm.
Yes po, Dok. Mataas yung SGPT nila.
Hmm.
Palaging dizzy.
Yeah, and then there's nothing they can do. So that's why they need acupuncture. In severe cases,
Clinical manifestations of internal wind are tremors, tics, severe internal wind are
in severe cases, you can have convulsions, even unconsciousness, opisthotonous hemiplegia, and deviation of the mouth. What are the patterns of internal wind, Madam M? Hello? Nawala
okay.
yan.
Ayun, na-mute pala ako. Na-mute
Okay.
pala ako. Patterns of internal wind, extreme heat generating wind, liver yang rising deriving from liver yin deficiency, liver and kidney yin deficiency, liver blood deficiency, and liver fire.
Okay. What are the 5 main characteristics of cold?
Cold injures yang, it congeals blood, cold contracts, cold causes discharges, cold pertains to kidney.
4 types of invasion by external cold.
Um, Cold, spearheaded by wind, can invade the exterior of the body and give rise to wind cold. Cold can invade in the channels and joints directly without exterior symptoms and causes B syndrome, pain that is often in the joint. Cold can invade in the muscles and sinews, causing local pain and stiffness. Cold can invade free organs directly in the stomach, intestines, and uterus.
Okay, this was already taken up earlier, no? What are the
Mhm.
2 types of internal cold?
Full cold and empty cold.
Great. Summer heat is different from other pathogenic factors in 2 ways.
Um, Related to the specific season yung summer heat, since it can occur only in summer and it can only be an external pathogenic factor with no internal equivalent.
Clinical manifestations of summer heat.
Fever, aversion to cold, sweating, headache, a feeling of heaviness, an uncomfortable sensation in the epigastrium, irritability, thirst, tongue red in front or sides with a white sticky coating, saggy rapid pulse.
Okay. The worst thing that could happen there is when the tongue becomes red, no?
Mm.
Characteristics of summer heat.
Um, it injures wind, yin, a seasonal pathogenic factor, invades at the top of the body, scattering, has some interior heat, harbors dampness.
Clinical manifestations of dampness. This is just a review.
Feeling of heaviness, poor appetite, feeling of fullness, sticky taste, urinary difficulty, vaginal discharge, sticky tongue coating, slippery, and soggy pulse.
Okay. So in the future, when we have Rivalidalic, okay, how would you know? Just by looking at the skin, how are you going to know its dampness? Diba? How are you going to
Mhm.
know its phlegm? Yung ganon. Characteristics of dampness. Repeat question again. Again.
It's heavy, dirty, and sticky.
Heavy, dirty, sticky, which is not true for phlegm. External causes of dryness.
External ko, ba't 89 iba yata yung sa akin?
Oo, kasi repeat yun. Pinalitan. 90 na yan.
90. External,
Sorry about that.
invasion of interior wind, dryness, exposure to artificial dry working conditions.
Internal causes of dryness.
Okay. Excessive consumption of dry foods, irregular eating, which weakens stomach yin, excessive use of voice, which weakens lung yin, excessive sexual activities in men, which weakens kidney yin, chronic menorrhagia in women, which damages blood and liver and kidney yin, tobacco smoking injures lung and kidney yin.
Well, it's not safe to eat what? Tinapay.
Mm-mm,
Or cookie,
hindi.
right? Can cause internal dryness. 3 types of dryness.
Develop from external dryness derived from deficiency of yin and rises internally, usually from dietary causes, which leads to yin deficiency.
General clinical manifestations of fire.
Fire. Fire is young pathogenic factor and it rises. Fire is very drying. Fire damages blood and yin. Fire causes bleeding. Fire has a potential to generate wind. Fire affects the mind. And fire causes ulcers and swelling.
Okay, have you noticed those people na nagwawala? You look at their tongue, full of fire.
Pulang-pula.
Diba? They would go to the top of the mountains and then they shout, no? Then what are the organs affected by fire?
It's the heart, the liver, stomach, lungs, and intestines.
Great. Identify the pattern. Feeling of it all the time, intense constant thirst, dry mouth all the time, bitter taste, intense agitation, tongue red, dark yellow coating, full, deep, rapid pulse.
Full fire.
Okay. Floating empty, rapid pulse, tongue red without coating, thirst in the evening and night, small sips.
Empty fire.
Or empty heat. 5 characteristics of toxic heat.
Swelling, redness, heat, pus, and pain.
Okay, so if you see this kind of these signs, then that's the definitely toxic heat. When do climates cause disease?
When they have a direct influence on the body and they attack in the way that corresponds to their nature and clinical manifestation arises.
Okay, when you have a very weak immune system, and also when there is unusual change in the weather, rapid, excessive. Okay. Climate factors can arise in any season except
summer heat.
Internal wind always relates to which organ?
Liver.
Blank originates only from spleen dysfunction.
Originates from spleen dysfunction. Dampness.
Yeah, interior dampness. Congratulations, Madam N. Thank you so much for joining. And
thank you, Doc.
See you again